every women are interesting in their own way. But right now, I have six interesting women to speak about this. To start off with, I would introduce Priya. Priya heads talent management here in Bonito. And Priya, would you like to, talk about breaking habits that held you back while you started your career, or something that you can remember right now? What is holding you back, and you can just tell us about what is your experience of habits that have held you back.
Thank you, Bhavna. I think, firstly, thank you, everyone. I think it's fantastic to be a part of this panel. I think fantastic mix, I must say. I think the first thing that comes when you're saying breaking habits is the ability or the pressure to fit in. Okay, and whenever you get into an organization, you get into a role, the first thing you think is how do you fit in? It's not about whether you're fitting in, it's about what you bring to the table. That was a paradigm shift I had when I was moving from being into a trainer role to getting into a talent management role. So it was more like, and as a matter of fact, very interestingly, if I have to put a visual to it, there was a WhatsApp share that I had got a couple of years back, which was basically an orange which had an garlic pod. So it said, don't try to fit in, create your own space. So that actually helped me visualize. I'm a visual person. So that actually helped me understand it's not about fitting in, it's about making your space with grace. And and people know you for your work. It's not about whether you're from which background, it's whether it's school. A school might get you an entry, but it's your craft that gets you the space. So I guess when you talk about breaking habits, my first thing was my mental barrier of, trying to fit in.
So breaking a habit is something which happens after you form one. And possibly one of the biggest discovery is that trying to be better every day and not holding back yourself by telling yourself the wrong story. See, every day when we wake up, we tell ourselves, I'm feeling good, I'm feeling bad. Some days it's like such a dreary day. Oh my God, I have to go to work, or amazing, interesting thing to do today. That really builds up the tempo for the day. And every day telling yourself the right story to yourself is, I think, most important when we talk about making a habit or breaking one.
Thank you, panel, for giving me this opportunity to speak on the topic breaking habits that hold you back. Well, I would say that first thing, as you all know, that excess of anything is very bad. With me, I consider myself that I am very much adaptable. That means I tend to adapt with the kind of situation, the kind of escalation, or the kind of any pitholes that come in between. I tend to, this has to be resolved in some or the other way. I cannot say no. The other thing is also like I need to learn to say no. That is one of the reasons why I am put into different departments at all point of time. There are many roles that I have put aside to come into this corporate world because I have a sabbatical of 5 to 7 years of break for my maternity. So once I started, I kept my family, my kids, everything at the backdrop to come forth. So these are few habits which I had in me in the due course of my lifestyle, which I had to break and then put forth myself to come into this corporate world. So first is adaptability. Second is I need to learn to say no, which I am trying to do it.
So, something that I've learned and I think I've sacrificed when it comes to corporate is my family life. One of the most difficult and challenging thing that I have felt. It is sometimes very exhausting, but rewarding as well in terms of monetary. But sometimes it is very exhausting and you don't have your family time. You kind of regret that, but at the same time, you just get up in the same spirit every day, come to work, do your stuff, and go back. But for me, that the challenge I think everybody faces that. But for me, it is one of the biggest drawback that I feel in the corporate that I have. It's very challenging. However, um, over the course of time that I have had here, uh, like we all know how Bonito is. I believe in Bonito. We are not given rewards or in a way what we expect. It is actually very unexpected at times. Here we see actions speaking more than the words. So that is something that I have learned. It's a very different way of rewarding people that they have, not a very corporate thing that I feel. But yeah, with the due course, I think everybody are paid in or rewarded in some or the other way, which is actually great. I have learned what I have learned to be a little more calmer and responsible. I have been known to be very assertive. Like everything, सब कुछ बोल दो बस खत्म कर दो रखना ही नहीं है पेट में कुछ बोल दो बस मन करे उतना कह दो एंड देन यार ऐसे तो नहीं बोलना चाहिए था बट आई फील समटाइम्स यू हैव टू बी आउटस्पोकन अबाउट योर राइट्स you need to know where to stop people. This is something that I cannot do if it is hampering my mental peace. That is where I stop and I be very, very assertive. So I have learned to actually balance my life in this thing. Also, I have learned to balance and how to create that sanity. And I think to be sane. Yes.
So breaking habits, see, if you talk from personal experience and where I come from, this being a second career, it was not easy for me to, be a part of this conversation or part of this industry. But how do I do it? I had to unlearn a lot of things, okay, coming from a IT background and learn a lot of new skills. And I remember my first day in my design institute where I walked in and they actually thought I was the teacher and not the student. That was a very funny thing. But my learning from there on has multifold. And it's not only technical. See, when I started working, a lot of my peers, a lot of my mentors, they taught me a lot. So I even today, as a even in the training field and being a part of the design team, when I see them, how it's really engaging and very rewarding to learn from them. They teach me so many new things. Whether it is ideating, whether how they, I'm surprised at how beautifully they collaborate for a team, how they think out of the box. So many things I learn just by observing them and trying to inculcate. It's not easy. See, we are, a few generations away where I'm learning a lot of things from the new teams, including the ones who are in the panel here today. So, the learning that they give me is also today to, how do you, uh, simple thing like how do you voice out yourself, how to be not invisible, to be heard. It is not a very easy thing for women, especially in our diaspora, to be, so vocal and spoken about. We had that whole conditioning that we are very modest and very subtle people. So it is a learning that we are all doing, I think, as women.
Rupa, do you think you have something like that which you broke recently, or you had it in your mind and then it is all like, wow, this is just a myth?
Yeah, I
Okay.
have one.
Yeah.
So, since I started my career, I understood success can be measured in terms of money, the bigger package, the bigger role, all these things. But then I was a mother, as most of us are, and a lot of situations come across in life. And then I learned that success is not just money, it is how do you feel. How do
Wow.
you feel in terms of what you have contributed? Even if sometimes you don't contribute, you understand you did your bit, just happy with that. That is also
Wow.
success. So, when, so which time my definition of success changed?
Earlier,
Wow.
it was Big Four company. Once you complete your CA, everyone dreams to join a Big Four company. I did. I started with KPMG in the most difficult stat audit department, wherein you don't know where the
Yes.
next project
Yes.
is.
Yes.
You can stay in Delhi and you might have to travel to Hyderabad, and you don't know for
Right.
how many days, keeping your family
Right.
behind, and also you don't get a time to plan. So that kind of life. So joining Big Four was not success. I understood. Then it was like I want a place where, because there I did not find a fixed place to sit and do my work. But then I
Got
thought
it.
success is like a big company, MNC company, and then you should have a fixed place that every day you have to come here, do your job, do your best, lead the team and all. I found RBS, Royal Bank of Scotland. I got everything what I needed. Still not happy. So success is not what we think. So again, when I joined the startup, in my last job was with startup Zeno Health. There initially, again, so I'm a single mother, for all of you to understand. When I got that phase, my success definition changed automatically. The success is if I can manage my son without anyone's help, and I
That's
can manage
successful.
everything without anyone's intervention. So that is a success. So it changed again. But then again, that money thing was always there with me. The more you earn is what success is. But there was a phase recently, I would say not even 2 years back, a phase wherein I lost huge amount of money. And then I thought, I'm not successful. But then one of my friend made me realize that you cannot measure it. If you feel better, if you feel uh, you can handle this, you could not handle this, but you still did that, you did your best. Don't ask for anyone's certification that yes you did that, only then you are successful in that matter. So it clearly opened up my mind and I understood, see what happens, this year will end, we will get our appreciation done in words, sometimes in your salary increment as well. But then again we will feel that this is what I deserve and I did not get that. So we
Right.
stuck there. We should not stuck there. We seriously should not stuck there. It is holding us back to realize a lot of things which we really did well.
Well, there's no answer as in one answer to this. Every day I make mistakes, I learn, and I try to work on myself every day. Because for me, um, I remember some time back, um, like when I was a new mother, and at that point in time going to work, and I've always been in the kind of work situation where while I would have wanted to spend a lot more time with my little one, but hasn't been always possible. But sometime back during COVID, we all had an amazing opportunity to spend a lot of time with our family, and uh, whatever time I was at home with my son, because that is also in bifurcation. Um, I realized that he's grown up so much, he's learned so much, and in the process, while I was doing everything else, uh, I have kind of not been around. So, as a woman, it's never a good feeling to be not 100% at work, not 100% at home, not 100% wherever you go. So either case, I used to feel at home, I used to, oh, I've got this work, I have to do this. But I know that I have to spend time with my son, my family. At work, it is like, oh, it's already 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. My son, I don't know if he's had dinner. Um, Not everything is controllable. And I think one of the important things to let me be at peace, I just told myself, ठीक है, जो होगा होगा.
ठीक है, जो होगा सो होगा. So this is
Let's try
something
my
that
best.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Yes. There is no 100%. Of course, that's a myth.
Okay. Matlab, my father has moved and has traveled. So they had a set standard society standards, set standards where, the girl should get married at this age. You should be successful by this age. So one myth that actually got changed, or I believe it's no more in the existence, is there is no set age to anything that you want to do, be it
Right.
marriage, having kids, being successful, etc., whatever it was. The second thing that I feel is, um, for us, a girl earning in the family is a very big thing. Okay. So पहले ऐसा होता था, it was like, the sons would only earn and provide. But now I believe that thing in my family has changed since I have started working, because it was only my father's working. My father, Bade Papa and all, they were the only one who were working. The women got married and they have their own family. They were doing their household work. But for the generation that I am the one who is not married. I'm the one earning. So these are the two things that I have changed. And I think the myth that was long there in my head about the marriage and providing the family, it is only that is something that has changed over the period of time for me. So these two things I have self-learned. I think things that society has implemented on us, but it is not such. You can change anything
Wow.
that you want to.
Wow, that's amazing. So you just told people that, hey, I'm an eligible bachelor. Look at the money that I bring
Yes,
on the
yes,
table. Yeah.
absolutely.
That is that takes a lot, Sarita, to be in a family where with humble backgrounds and whatnot, to just to tell them that, what, I'm not getting married and I'm earning so much and this is my timeline. No, it takes a lot. It takes a lot as a human to even sail through. Priya, so I have my question for you. Is there any myth that you have bursted in recent past and you have felt that, what, yeah, this is freedom?
Okay, I would not say freedom per se, because freedom is always a state of mind. But yes,
Right.
I think I've been I mean, I come from a very orthodox family. I come from a proper orthodox Tamilian family. Okay, and I've always been a rebel since my childhood. Okay, while the dimmer
Ask me
right now
about it.
doesn't, you know it because you work closely with me, yes. But many people who look at me from outwardly do not know that I'm a rebel, actually. So from school, I studied in a convent school, and I used to jump the gates to get out of the school. So that was who I was. I used to ride a Yamaha when I was in school, and I had no ladkiyon wale lakshan ever. So if I have to classically put across, and yes, as life may come, I come from a lineage of women who are very strong. So be it my mom's mom and my mother at 75 rocks it. And you met her in the recent days. That I mean, I come from a lineage of very strong women, and I've grown up with this statement saying, "You are strong, you are strong, you are strong." And you get to a stage wherein, even if you're vulnerable, even if it's an overwhelming moment, you are supposed to be strong. And
Yes.
how much can you put a mask? You can't put a mask always.
Yeah.
So at one stage, actually, that happened last year when I moved into Bangalore, and I was alone for 4 months because I was transiting from Hyderabad to Bangalore, and I was staying alone, which helped me understand that it's okay not to be strong.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's
It's
okay
okay
if
to
I
be
have an over.
vulnerable.
It is okay. And I started, even with my children, I have two grown-up children. I mean, I was all of 19 when I got married. And I had a baby when I didn't realize what a baby looked like, which was 2021. Okay. And there was no textbook, there was no YouTube. There were no influencers to help me way back at 1998. Okay. And, I've learned it the hard way. Okay. My mother has been a partner with me, and she's immensely strong even today. And for her, she has conditioned me in such a way saying that I can handle anything in life. I salute her for that. But I also, kind of have a realization saying that everything is not possible for me. Okay. And it's okay. I can have meltdowns. I mean, earlier I used to have a problem and I used to cry. It's my natural self. Okay, but that became a taboo at home, saying that, okay, if
You're
you
not
ask my
strong.
son,
You
no,
can't.
my son is
Yeah.
like, why do you always cry? I said, I can't shout, so I cry. It's okay.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
my way of expression. Accept it.
Right.
Okay, he's got a problem when I have tears in my eyes. He feels that he's done something wrong. I said, no, perfectly fine. This is me. When
Yeah.
you get angry, you bang the door.
Yeah.
You walk out of the room. That is fine. So this is also fine. So get used to this version of me. So I
Right.
think Bangalore has done that to me because that helped me. I am not a superwoman. I'm a
Right.
woman who's capable of handling her success, capable of handling her failures. I bounce back. You throw me -10, I come back +100. That's who I am.
Got it.
But that is
Got
not a
it.
superwoman quality because that is a necessity that life gives you.
Just unmute yourself and tell me that one word which defines womanhood. I know that it is really difficult to do so, but if at all, if you can give me that one interesting word, I'll take it as a takeaway from the small, yet powerful session. So, who wants to go first? Richa, you being an extempore all the time, no thinking, just take it. So can you just tell me that one word? You're on mute. I need just one word. You're on mute, you're on mute.
Now, just a second.
Yeah, sure.
Volume. Yeah, am I audible?
You are loud and clear.
So, if you consider, if you take
Just give me
me,
one word, just one word.
okay, I consider women as an epitome of perseverance.
Okay, perseverance is something that,
Yes. After a lot of
absolutely
difficulties and
agree.
everything, we
Thumbs
come up
up.
with flying colors. Yes.
Thumbs up, thumbs up. Thank you, Richa. Sangya, do you have any word that is running around your mind on the womanhood? And just tell me that one word that you can think of. Or Samita, you can unmute yourself if at all, if you're ready. Or Rupa.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Richa.
Oh, sorry. Just,
I think
just a second. Yes.
I think women are strength and spirit both. So that
Strength and
those are the two
spirit.
words that came to me when you spoke about
Strength and
something.
spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is
Anybody?
amazing. We have perseverance, we have strength and spirit. What else is coming up?
You can add beauty in all forms.
Beauty, yeah. That is what we own. Beauty, yes. Sangya, you're still thinking.
I don't know.
Rupa, you have something on your mind?
Yeah, I have two words.
I think one
Yeah.
word that comes to my mind and jumps up all the time is nurturer.
Nurturer. Oh,
Like
yes.
whatever we are given,
100%.
we
Hands
just
down
nurture
agree
it.
on that. Nurturer. You give her any damn thing, be it the one which you have to throw away from the house, she'll somehow make it so beautiful. I agree. Agreed. Rupa, yes, you were saying something.
Yeah. So never give up.
Never give up. Never give up. Yes. It's basically go-getter, is what I should say. Yes, Priya, are you still thinking? There
No,
are
I
too
was
many
just,
words, I guess.
no, we are like ikigai.
Ikigai, yeah, that completes the whole circle.
That's who we are. I mean,
Absolutely.
broken, shattered, we are the golden line. You're perfect, we
Absolutely.
had the hue.
Yes.
We are like the power of water, actually.
Oh, we are the powerhouse of everything and the lighthouse, for the ship. Yes. I agree on all these things, and it was so wonderful to converse with all of you, all with different walks of life, and the kind of boldness and the honesty that you brought on the table for discussion was amazing and outstanding.